Raiders and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers a week ago for Michelle. 18 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
11 yards there, first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Block off of play action. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On first down, Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up
2nd and 2. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Block working out of the gun. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
At their own 30.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it brings up
on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Howard complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Sony Michel, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
on 2nd and 11 now. Locke got his man complete over the middle. That's Little. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Locke. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Pickup. And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, Jacobs. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's going to keep it here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jacobs now. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
By Malik Harrison. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And coming out now, the Broncos. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
The 15-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Lock finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Lock. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock to Michelle on the dump off. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
Lock's pass completes to Cortland Sutton. 8 yards on the.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher if guys trying to get to the football.
He'll get this underneath to Michelle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
Broncos 10, Raiders 7.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. 24-21, the final score. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Saquon Barkley leading the way on the ground there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the...
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Set to kickoff.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On the ground, this is Michel. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Lock. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. On the return is Peterson. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And the Raider 1st down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Jacobs. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Raiders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
9 brings up second and a yard at the 48.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Jacobs. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Second and goal.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Spins past him. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember,
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
A loss of 3 yards.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Broncos.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right.
The quarterback on the scramble. An 8-yard pickup.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Second and 1.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They go with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Clock now to throw. Shrugs him off to Michelle on the screen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Locke looks to throw it again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he gets it down to the 32. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down 21-17. A minute 38 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's out to his running back, Michel. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
2nd and 10 at the 40.
Lock to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
To throw is Lock. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Las Vegas, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.